Well, it finally happened. Call of Duty decided to reduce skill-based matchmaking, and we're going to talk all about it and what exactly it means for the game, because Black Ops 7 up until now has been a bit of a disappointment for myself. Although the movement is great and I love a lot of the quality of life changes, there's a lot of things I wouldn't necessarily say is great. And you can hear all about that in a previous video, but this video is going to be all about what is happening now with the skill-based matchmaking reduction. If you guys don't know, they created an open mosh pit and a closed mosh pit. These playlists give you two different variations of the game. Right now, what you're seeing is literally a open mosh pit game, and it feels a lot better. I am in a 5-stack, and we are having a great time. But the big thing that you'll notice in this gameplay is that the other team, they do kill us, but they're not sweating as hard as we are. And that's a good thing, because I have a team that is some of the best players. I decided to just grab as many good players as I could, put them on one team, because I wanted to see how true it was to the claim there's a reduced skill-based matchmaking, or there's no skill-based matchmaking in the open playlist. I believe they said it's a reduced. And so we wanted to see how true that was. It is true. These lobbies were pretty easy. I mean, I had some games where they were sweaty, but for the most part, they were pretty chill. We were able to gun and enjoy ourselves. And we were talking, we were having fun. We weren't sitting there just, calming like it was a CDL match. We were enjoying ourselves, and everyone was kind of just talking about life. And that's what Call of Duty used to be. You would boot up the game, hang out with your friends, chat it up, and just have a good time. And so, that being said, there's some things that come out of this that are nice. Like, you get your friendly rivalries in the game where people are talking smack. For instance, at one point, I was playing a game and I got sniped a few times. And I decided, you know what? I'm pulling out a sniper. And my teammates agreed. So we all started sniping pretty much. And let me tell you, it changed the whole flow of the map. And the other team noticed we were sniping, so they pulled out snipers. And then next thing you know, all the kill cams are snipers. And that is really something that was beautiful about old school COD, is that you would jump into a match and you might just change how you're playing because the other team's playing differently. Where in high skill-based matchmaking lobbies, it was insane because everyone's using the meta. No one's willing to try a new gun or level a new gun. And if you did want to go level a new gun and you were in the high skill-based matchmaking, you were punished for it. You were always going to be against the other players who were only using meta weapons, didn't care about camo grinds or gun leveling, and you felt like you were at a disadvantage because you're just trying to have fun and level other guns. So this is a big positive, and I hope that it stays like this. But there's some caveats. There's not, all good news, because I was looking on Twitter and I saw some good points from people like Iceman Isaac, where not every lobby is going to be as it was back in the day, because a lot of the people that are choosing this open playlist are the ones that are aware that this is no skill-based matchmaking. I mean, it straight up says it in the description. So, with that being said, you get a lot of players who are more so looking for an easier lobby. Or you get the guys who think they're good at the game because they always played in the protected brackets, and they jump into this mode and they get stomped and they back out and they never played again. And I don't think you give players the choice to do that. I truly believe that skill-based matchmaking belongs in ranked. So that way those protected players will stay in their protected bracket and play only against the players that they belong playing with. However, everybody who is skilled at the game will play against the harder players in ranked modes. Unranked should be the default across the board, because as soon as you give them the option, players are going to choose who are not that good to play only in those protected brackets. They're going to become, aware that this is what the game is and say, okay, well, I don't like that mode. I'm going to stay in the non-sweaty one. And so slowly, these lobbies become more and more sweaty anyways. So it's day one of it being released, and sure, we're having a great time here, but the lobbies got harder and harder. And I tried solo queuing to see if I noticed a difference, and man, did I notice a difference. it was insane. I was just getting pub stomped all day. So I really feel that this change is great. I mean, I'm getting lobbies so much faster. This is the first time I actually feel like ping is king. I'm able to search for a match and almost instantly get in. However, a lot of times when I'm solo queuing, I'm getting into a match that's already halfway done because the guys that are losing are backing out and they don't know how to do anything about that. It goes without saying, this should be the default. I hope COD's aware of this and says, okay, we'll change it. But the other thing that makes it really disappointing for me is that, honestly, Call of Duty was not going to do this until their back was against the wall. Essentially, Battlefield has a gun to their head. And when the Bloomberg article dropped about the viewership, and I put out a couple tweets that went pretty viral about the player counts, and Scump saying, you know, he's not allowed to say Battlefield, it's clear to me that they are feeling the loss, right? And a Bloomberg article also talked about how Xbox Game Pass caused Black Ops 6 to make almost no money. And they're looking to get that back by raising the price, which is causing a lot of players to cancel their Game Pass. So they're feeling this loss, and they're trying to figure out how to make the players stay and not go play Battlefield. This is their, you know, Hail Mary right now. Part of me wants to support it. Part of me wants to be like, yo, thank you, Call of Duty, for listening finally and making a mode. Let's, you know, continue down this path. And another part of me wants to go, guys, I can't believe you are this desperate that you are now finally offering no skill-based matchmaking, because we are all saying we are done, we are leaving, we are tired, it is over. That you guys are finally, you know, bending a little bit for us. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Should I continue to, you know, head down that path for Battlefield? Because right now I'm looking at Battlefield and I'm saying, all new experience. The skill-based matchmaking was not threatening. I mean, I was having a great time the whole time playing it in the beta. And there's a Battle Royale coming that's offering a whole new experience. Or should I continue with COD and keep making content in that sense? Or should I just do both? I don't know. What are your plans? Are you planning on playing both? Are you planning on not getting one or the other? I want to know. But skill-based matchmaking definitely feels like it's kind of there in this mode, but it's not fully on, if that makes sense. But until we get further word on what they're going to do, it's neither here nor there. You can't really make a decision based on it because we don't know if this open mosh pit is going to last forever. It might just be a test, and then the data comes out and they're like, yeah, no, we are never doing this again. I doubt that's going to happen, but I'm hoping, as I said before, they make it the default for all of multiplayer, because it'll make it feel like the old days. And that's what we really need, is Call of Duty to feel like it did back in the day. So let me know your thoughts. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're so close to 40,000 subscribers, and it means the world. And comment down below your plans. And I'll see you in the next video.